Rovers.
How great the robe of liberation, a formless field of merit, wrapping ourselves in Buddha's teaching, we free all living beings. And though I thus liberate countless beings, not a single being is liberated.
Incense chant.
Precepts incense, liberation of views incense, cloud of lighted incense pouring into the Dharma realms, offering to the highest teachers of the 10 directions, I respectfully bow to the altar of the incense cloud. Bodhisattva.
Wisdom dedication.
We dedicate this time and place to the 3 jewels.
To the Buddha, the ideal of enlightenment to which we aspire. To the Dharma, the path of the teaching that we follow. To the Sangha, the spiritual fellowship with one another that we enjoy. Here may no idle word be spoken. Here may no unquiet thoughts disturb our minds.
To the observance of the 5 precepts,
we dedicate this place.
To the practice of meditation,
we dedicate this place.
To the ripening of wisdom,
we dedicate this place.
To the joy of awakening,
we dedicate this place.
Though in the world outside there is strife,
here may there be peace.
Though in the world outside there is hate,
here may there be joy.
Here seated, here practicing,
may our minds become Buddha, may our thoughts become Dharma, may our speech together become Sangha, for the happiness of all beings, for the benefit of all beings, with body, speech, and mind. We dedicate this place. Chant of compassion. We surround all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Especially do we send out compassionate thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to all who are striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet stand close to the great change called death. We send forth all wisdom, mercy, and love. May the infinite light of wisdom and compassion so shine within us that the errors and vanities of self may be dispelled. So shall we understand the changing nature of existence and awaken into spiritual peace. The refuges.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha. The 5 precepts.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I take up the practice of not harming living beings.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not take what is not offered.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will not misuse sexuality or sensuality.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will practice gentle, truthful speech.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants.
I will not deal in nor misuse intoxicants. The Buddha Sarangamagata. True nature is free from all phenomena, which are illusions by causes created. Phenomena neither rise nor fall, but all phenomena are flowers in the sky. The unreal reveals the real, but both are but illusions, since there is nothing real nor unreal. How can there be a subject and an object? For between the two there is no true nature, like the point where two brush bundles meet when set upright, tying and untying from the same cause arise, while the saintly and the worldly are You are free at once. 6 knots are untied one after the other. When 6 are undone, one vanishes as well. Choose a sense organ that is all penetrating to enter the holy stream and attain Bodhi. Old habits flow like torrents in a subtle consciousness, since the real yet unreal can create confusion. I have refrained from revealing it to you. If mine be set on searching for the mind, that which at heart is not illusion becomes illusory. If you stop all grasping, then there is nothing real. If what is not illusion ceases to arise, where can illusion be? This is the profound lotus Dharma, the precious Bodhi of the royal gem, the samadhi of seeing all things as illusion, which in a finger snap leads to the state beyond all study. The unsurpassed doctrine was followed by all Bhagavats in all directions on the one path that to Nirvana leads. Hmm. Right now, off and on the last few hours, and you may have been able to hear it on the video, we have a whining dog in the house that is consistently whining. And it's not for lack of trying. Definitely, whenever you have your pets, animals, even ourselves, living beings, we all have needs. So you do your best to fulfill those needs of food and water, bathroom. And yet sometimes there's still suffering in there, and you're not sure why, what's going on. And it's hard to trace. And that can make things difficult if you're trying to take care of other beings and it seems like the suffering never ends and nothing you're doing is really helping or not enough, maybe the right term. I notice that sometimes, like when I'm taking care of the dogs, taking care of the animals, the house and such, and I'm scrambling, running all over the place, trying to fulfill their needs, make sure that they're happy, make sure that they're not crying, make sure everything looks good and clean and such. And no matter what, even if I do everything that I feel like I need to, um, there can be this lingering feeling of suffering and not sure where it's from. And then you realize, or in my case, I realize it's coming from me. I'm the one suffering. And that kind of changes things because then now instead of looking externally and evaluating others, evaluating other beings, and saying, what's wrong? What can I do to help? What's happening? Now you're looking inward and saying, what's going on with me? That can be quite striking, especially if it's not so obvious. And something through this practice for sure um, that has helped me and I'm sure others develop is the ability to um, start taking real care of yourself. And what does that look like? It looks different for everybody, but um, being able to tap in to reality and slow your mind down to where you're no longer being pulled around by the externals around you and looking more inward and start asking the questions like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way? What is going on? And being able to take these hard moments in which feels like there's suffering going on and break them down into pieces that become a bit more like a puzzle, more manageable, something you can work with instead of something to be taken for a ride on. There's always going to be, well, there is suffering. There's suffering in the world. There's suffering with beings. See it every day on the news. And we feel it. We feel it with all the beings around us. And when you start to tap in and realize that, no, you're not going to solve all suffering in the world, but you can do things to alleviate some suffering in the world, and start taking things into more manageable pieces. Things change a bit, become more manageable. Changes your perspective. That ends my Dharma talk for today. Closing Gata. Let me respectfully remind you, life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly and opportunity is lost. Each of us should strive to awaken. Awaken, take heed, do not squander your life. Offering of merit. May the merit of this penetrate into each thing in all places, so that we and every sentient being together can realize the Buddha's way. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, experience supreme Bodhi.